Good morning. My name is Dave Krieger. I'm with Receptio. We provide procurement resources to commercial businesses, K through 12, and higher education institutions. I'm on my patio here in McCandless, Pennsylvania. Before I go into my office up in Wexford, I wanted to share some ideas of how I think you can save some money on your budget. I know you're getting ready to approve your budgets come first week of July, and so I thought I had some pretty good ideas on your IT budget as well as your overall budget. So take a look at my computer screen and let me know if you have any questions and give me a call. Hey, thanks. Talk to you soon. Hello and welcome. My name is Dave Krieger. I'm Vice President of Receptio. Receptio offers procurement resources to commercial businesses, K through 12, and higher education institutions. Thanks for coming. I thought this would be a great time to go over some savings opportunities since you're dealing with your budget right now and everything's about to be approved. So here are some quick wins that you can start working on. Let's say to over the summer you need to acquire 250 new laptops. So you need to put it out to bid as the rules state, and your historical price last year was $525. So you need 250 more laptops, so you put it out to bid. You have 3 suppliers you're sending it to, and they are going to respond with their prices. The first guy gives you a price of $525 per unit. The second guy gives you $530 per unit. And the newcomer, the third guy, gives you a price of $520 per unit. So it looks like you've done pretty good here. It's below your historical price. And if you multiply that out, the third guy gives you a total of $130,000, which is $1,250 better than your historical pricing. So it looks like that's a big win for you. But let's take a look at what really has happened here. If you take a look at what the supplier markups are for this, the first guy has the 5% profit margin. Second guy has a 6% profit margin. But the third guy, how can he get a 15.5% profit margin while coming in at the lowest price? Well, let's take a look at what happened behind the scenes when you sent out the bid. The first 2 guys were a little bit slow to start. Their costs are $500 per unit, and you can see what their supplier profits are. But when you take a look at the third guy, he was Johnny on the spot and got his request in for price protection, so his cost went down to $450 per unit. And he knew what the cost of the other 2 suppliers were, so he came in right underneath that and still has a profit margin of $70. So when it comes to IT bidding events, they are rarely competitive. The first supplier to claim price protection pockets that extra margin. Now, is that a bad thing? No, it's business, and he understands the market, and he won. But that doesn't mean that you win. And so let's take a look at some savings opportunities of how you can win through negotiation. Work strategic, not tactical. And work with a trusted partner who can offer that cost-plus model and negotiate a 2-year agreement with him with the cost-plus defined throughout the term of the agreement. Work with the partner to claim that price protection with each deal, understanding that he goes to the manufacturer, claims price protection, and he can pass that on to you. So negotiate an equitable distribution of those margin points. If you negotiate an even split of that $70 per unit margin, you have been able to save $8,750 instead of that paltry $1,200 that you saw before. So it's not about tactical sourcing events. Strive towards long-term strategic sourcing and strong contract management. Here's a little bit more about strategic sourcing. You see, purchasing is typically a tactical effort. It's as a need arises, an RFP is issued and a buy is made. But through strategic sourcing, it's performed at a higher level through managing supplier contracts over a longer term. If you take a look at the table at the top right-hand side, you're going to see a budget for a school district in Western Pennsylvania, a rather large school district. This does not include any salaries or benefits, so this is what we call addressable spend for a procurement organization. And through category management, it's a disciplined approach to strategic sourcing that incorporates procurement data analytics and the entire flow of management through contract and procurement life cycle. So this is really how you have to look at your spend, not just in IT, but across all other categories to save money throughout the year. Another way that you can possibly save money is to take a look at how your IT dollar is going to support your administrators and teachers and students and families. A lot of school districts do it 100% school district IT resources on site. Another way is through a hybrid approach where there's some school district resources and some remote managed services, so they'll be doing the patching and the security services on the back end. And then of course, if you go to the far right, there's 100% remote managed services where you have engineers on the line leading the help desk, solving problems, patching systems, installing security software, and getting new users all set up in the system. Now, it would benefit you to really take an assessment of where your dollars are going and what might be a better mix here to save some money. And these dollars are usually pretty high, so this is really something you should look at. Finally, some potential quick wins. Take a look at software renewals. There's a lot of money hidden in software renewals, so you can renegotiate those contracts. Managed print services you might not think about, but every printer that you have a lease payment, and you're paying toner and paper, and it's quite expensive to run a printer. And managed print services might be a better way to save some money. I've seen between 15 and 20% savings by having someone professionally manage that for you. Telecommunications, don't assume you're paying the best prices. Take a look at this. Evaluate the services and invoicing. There are myriad of invoicing errors, and you can save some money there and capture money that you've already spent. And again, evaluate on-premise and cloud strategies like we had just talked about. I hope this helps. These are some quick wins and quick opportunities to save some money. I hope that helps with your budget. If you have any questions, please give me a call. My name and contact information is here on this slide, and I will also put it below the video on this website. Thanks again for coming.